Hello and welcome in today's exciting episode. I don't actually make a bamboo print dress on camera, but I did make this dress. Then I shall use some tweeds and some fabrics and talk about the dresses and shirts and jackets I'm going to make over the next few months. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket. So my plan for today's episode was for it to be a make a jacket, Chanel style jacket out of this Marc Jacobs metallic tweed in sort of, I love it because it's sort of winter and autumn tones combined, plus it's metallic, so it's pretty fabulous. But as you can see, it's not finished yet. It's still in bits. So I can't really make that episode. But so I thought instead I'd just chat about my plans. So this is the dress that I made last episode. And you probably gathered from if you watched it, that I wasn't really thrilled about it. It's a lovely dress, but it's just, it's a bit too striking and a bit too attention-seeking, I think. I don't know. Anyway, and I didn't like the long sleeves with it. So, what I've decided to do is cut the sleeves. So, I didn't want to sort of just make one version of this sewing pattern and then never use a sewing pattern again. So what I did was I made another one. I've got this gorgeous vintage it was a vintage bamboo print, and they've just reprinted it, and it's navy fabric with this sort of fadedy mustard yellow. And anyway, I used that. I love that fabric so much. I thought, well, maybe I'll try it in a fabric I love, and I won't use the interface, the fusible interfacing, which is something I hate using it. But I thought, the pattern calls for it, I might as well. But then, in this one, I didn't use it. And I just used my method of doing everything. And I love this dress. I love it so, so much. I can't believe I just love it. I just love it so much. So, and it just goes with so many jackets that I have made. And, it's incredible. I just have so much joy for this dress, and I love it so much. Whereas the other one, I was like, is it too, my initial feeling with this dress here was dread, because it's like, you can see the white skin of my chest, and I just hate negative attention. So I was just like, is the print too loud? Can you see too much? So but then I made this one and I love it so much. So unfortunately I didn't film it because I wasn't sure whether it was going to work out or not. So next month I'm planning on doing pinks and sort of blues. So I'll make another one next month in this pink rope sort of print, and I'll talk you through how I made it. And so that's what I'm really happy with the way it turned out anyway. So it is a good sewing pattern. I just obviously didn't do it right the first time. But so for the rest of this month, my next video will be me making the metallic jacket, and then the last one, I guess it'll be the start of November now, will be the purple 1939 dress, the Vogue one. And I'm sort of I've done a little bit of that one as well, just and I love it so much. It's not even done yet, but I still love it. So I thought I'd talk you through my plans for the next few months. So in November I was going to do a capsule collection of I really like the movie from the 1980s, Pretty in Pink, and she just wears lots of florals and lots of pinks with a bit of blue and aqua in there. So I thought I'd do the tweed jackets I make will be pink tweeds, and I'll make that rope print into a dress, and I'll make some shirts, and yeah, I've got this shirt dress here, but I thought if I make it short, so shirt length, and it's got lapels, whereas the shirts I've been making are all sort of, they've got the cuff stand, the collar stand, and then the collar. And yeah, I just want some, feel like the lapel look is more old fashioned, and I want some that look a bit vintage. So yeah. And then, yeah, so that's my plans for November. Lots of pinks, and because I do have lots of pinks and lots of sort of aqua pink and lots of fun things in there. So yeah, and I've got this gorgeous, this one here is a Linton tweed, but I've got loads of gorgeous, oh, I love this one. It's sort of more mauvey with clots in there and slubs. Oh, it's just a beautiful fabric. So yeah, I thought I'd make a couple of the Linton tweeds up into jackets, the pink ones, and yeah, and the in between the jacket episodes I'll do other episodes. But I also have yeah, I really want to do another floral jacket as well, and I've got all the autumn harvest sort of, I've got a bag full of flowers that are sort of in autumn tones. And yes, I'd really, really like to get one of those in. I'm not sure. It doesn't have anything to do with Pretty in Pink, but if I don't do it this autumn, then I'll just have to wait until Halloween next year to do it. And that, I don't know, I always feel like such a failure when I have to pack something away and I know I'm not going to get to it for like 6 months or 12 months. I do have a dusty pink bag of artificial flowers, and I guess I could, oh, these are my pink tweeds. That's so many. Obviously, I'm not going to get to all of them, but it is nice to get the beautiful ones out again and fall in love with them, and yeah, sadly pack them away again. But yeah, so then in December it's going to be all about the Christmas fabrics, and green and red. I'm not really into the Christmas Christian holidays, but I love Christmas fabrics. I think they're beautiful, and well, obviously that shirt back there is green. The green shirt is got dinosaur prints on it, but just in general, I love yeah. And I also, a few people have mentioned, there's one of my videos where I show different jackets, and there's a couple of sequin ones in there, and a few people have mentioned that they don't know how to sew sequins. So I thought maybe one of them I could make was a sequin jacket, just to show you how to make one without wrecking your machine. And I also have this Linton tweed. It's it's really not coming across on the camera, but it's metallic, like it's got sparkles in there. It's got lots of different tiny little pom-poms in there in multicolors, and it's also got silver and white and blue. So yeah, it looks like a winter wonderland. It's so gorgeous. And I've got this mini metallic Christmas decoration stuff, tinsel, and I've got this most gorgeous tweed. It's another Marc Jacobs metallic tweed, and it's not coming off on the camera, but they're both the really, really yellow, bright gold. And yeah, I thought I'd make the tweed is already pretty fabulous, but I thought I'd make it even more so by threading some of the miniature tinsel in amongst it. So yeah, so that's what's for this year, the remainder of this year. And then for next year, I thought I'd colour block each month. So in January, because everyone's on a diet for the new year, I thought I'd do beige. And I've got this gorgeous, gorgeous tweed in beige and pale blue. So yeah, and a couple of other ones that are just beige. And I've got loads of different fabrics that are 1930s and 1940s looking. And I also have some, yeah, just plain ones that would look really beautiful in 1950s gowns. You know, those big sort of Audrey Hepburn style dresses. So yeah, I thought I'd make some vintage dresses and sort of work my way through all the patterns that I have. And yeah, tell me if you think a whole month of beige is too boring. But I don't know, I think they're nice, those fabrics. They're interesting. And then in February, because it's got Valentine's Day, I thought, because I got that bolt of clearance fabric, the roses. It's so beautiful. And I guess they were just sick of the sight of it. But yeah, I've got a couple of different fabrics with big rose prints on them. And I've got this is black and red with a little bit of orange and apricot in there as well, and some gold. So I thought that would be nice. And I've got a couple of other reds and pinks, obviously the pinks. So yeah, what I don't use in November, I might sort of carry over to February. And yeah. So I thought, again, I'll just do a jacket one week, then a skirt, a shirt, or a dress the next week's. And yeah, and I also have these bag of faux flowers, like fabric flowers, and I thought I'd make a fabric jacket out of them because they are just beautiful. I love those leaves, the begonia rex the begonia leaves. I think they're just so beautiful, and it would make such a gorgeous jacket. So yeah, I was hoping I could make time for that as well. I know it's probably a bit boring me doing every second video just a jacket, but I get asked the same questions over and over again. So I thought each time I make a jacket, I could have a frequently asked question, and I could just spend the whole episode making the jacket and answering the question. So obviously green is March because that's St. Patrick's Day. And green is my favorite color, obviously. And I just have so many green fabrics and so many gorgeous, gorgeous green tweeds. One of them is that Italian tweed that I made earlier this month in sort of the oranges and reds and blacks. I've got that in, well, it's a mix of colours, but I bought it because I love the green and the cream combination in it. And I love the corals, fluoro coral splodges as well. It's so incredibly ugly but also beautiful at the same time. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to working with that tweed. And then the next month is April, which is usually Easter, and I don't really celebrate it, but I do like Easter parades and the Easter bonnets. So I thought, and they're mostly pastel, so I thought that month can be pastel. And yeah, I just got loads of gorgeous, gorgeous pastel tweeds and pastel fabrics. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that month as well, because I've got some gorgeous things that I can do then. And yeah, I just feel like color blocking them keeps me excited about everything. And then in May, I thought I would do teal and brown, so like both colors in the 1 month, because I have got a couple of tweeds that are teal. Well, that one up there is teal, but these two I'm just about to show you. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous tweed. It's so beautiful. And it's, yeah, I feel like the camera's not really picking up all the deep browns, but it's, yeah, these ocean colours mixed with these earthy colours, and it's just the most beautiful combination. And that one's a lot blinger. It's got a lot of gold in it, but it's still mainly, well, okay, it's pretty gold, but it's got a lot of teal and brown in there as well. And yeah, I just think that month will be absolutely gorgeous. I'll be able to make some dresses to go with it and some vintage suits. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that month. And then the next month, I just have some yellow and some purple, and I thought, well, while I'm doing combination months, maybe I'll do that. So yeah, I've got this most gorgeous French tweed. Is it not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Like, I don't particularly like wearing these colors. I don't know, I think I'm too serious to be able to carry off yellow. But yeah, I just love it. And there's some other really, really beautiful vintage prints and things in here as well that I would just really enjoy having in my wardrobe. So yeah, and I've got the bamboo dress out because I noticed how well it will go with some of the teal tweeds. So yeah, I really can't wait to make those up and start wearing them. Those jackets are just going to be beautiful. Well, that's my hope anyway. The tweeds are so beautiful, it's hard to go wrong. So, yeah, but I have a question. See this camouflage print here? Do you think it should go in the teal month, or do you think it should go in the beige month in January? I feel like it belongs in the teal one just because, the other fabrics are quite plain and boring, sort of. And I mean, I love them and I'm going to wear them. But yeah, I just thought there'd be a nice, loud one. And it's a sort of canvasy denim type cotton. Like, it's quite thick, and the other ones are quite floaty. So yeah, I thought it'd be good contrast. And this one, do you think it belongs in the pink month? Or I like it in the purple one, even though it's most definitely magenta, because it's got the mustard in it as well. And I just think, I don't know, I think it fits better in the purple one. But yeah, let me know what you think. These are more of my purple tweeds. Okay, the top one is a knit, but this one is chocolate, gold and purple. So it's like a Willy Wonka chocolate bar, like with the gold wrapper and then the purple paper wrapper on the outside. I'm looking forward to that one. I think I'm going to use chocolate coloured silk on the lining. So this one, I'm not sure. I know it's got mauve and yellow in there, but the reason I bought it is for the olive. So I think I'm going to put it in olive month. But August is olive month. But first we'll do July, and that is rainbow tweeds and floral print cottons. And I know pretty much every fabric I've shown you that I'm going to make a dress or a shirt or a skirt out of has been a floral print, but this is just a month where I can cram in stuff that I want that hasn't fitted in anything else. So yeah, I mean, I guess that one could go in pastel and the one above could go in the olive khaki or khaki, however you say the word, month. But yeah, I think, and I love that other fabric. It's a knit, not a tweed, just because it looks like an ugly sweater. So yeah, this month I'll just do all different things that didn't really fit in any of the other categories. So yeah, that's going to be a fun, chaotic, colourful month. And then there's also a actual rainbow tweed in there. And then August, I used to live in Edinburgh, and this year in August, because there's like 5 or 6 different festivals on in August in Edinburgh, so I always miss my hometown when it comes around in August. So I thought maybe I'll just lean into it, and each August I'll just do something very Edinburgh. So yeah, I've got this jacket, and it's a khaki coloured tweed, and the way I'm going to beat it is just so completely Edinburgh. But so the rest of the month is just going to be all olive and khaki just because of that. I know I've already done a green month, and in Christmas I'm doing lots of greens as well, but green is my favourite colour, and to me khaki and olive aren't really greens, they're olive and khaki. So yeah, I've literally got at least half a dozen tweeds in actual khaki and sort of surrounding colours. So yeah, that's going to be the whole month of just pure indulgence. And I'm just going to make stuff that I really want to wear and absolutely love. And yeah, I love all these prints. They're so vintage. And I just thought I'd make them up into 1930s, 1940s dresses. And some of the plain fabrics, the cottons and the homes, they're that homespun, so they're a bit slubby. And some of them are. So I thought I'd make them up into wartime, 1940s suits and dresses and things like that. So yeah, those 2 months will be fun for different reasons, but yeah, really fun. And then I'm trying to just cram the rest in together here. So the next September will be black and white as well as silver and grey. So yeah, I've just got a bunch of tweeds that are in the black and white box that hopefully I'll get to as many of those as possible. And then September, October will be autumn festival, like an autumn harvest. So I'll finally use that African wax print. And then I've got this tweed here. It's sort of wood coloured tones, so I thought I'd put that one in. It's not really coming off across in the camera, but yeah. So sort of mix of vintage and Chanel style jackets. And then November will be blue and navy blue. And yeah, I've got a couple more of those Italian tweeds. It'll be the last ones. I'm sort of saving them up because, yeah, they're the only ones I have from that place. So, and I don't know that I could ever get any more. I don't know that they make them anymore because, yeah. And the problem is that people are buying cheap stuff from China. So the really good quality tweeds, the people who make them can't really afford to anymore. So yeah, I sort of jealously guard the ones that I have because I'm not sure if I can ever get any more. So anyway, this is a Linton tweed and it's black and green, and I'm going to make it at the start of December. So December is going to be another Christmas month, and I think it will look like a Christmas tree that hasn't got any decorations. And then each week when I have a new episode, I'll add some different decorations to it. So by the Christmas end of December, it will just be completely over the top and ridiculous. And yeah, that's how I'll entertain myself that Christmas. And so it's going to be gold and green that Christmas, not this one, but the next one. And yeah, I got out the bamboo dress again because yeah, once I make that faux leather in the antique gold, oh my God, they are going to look so good together. So I might have to just sneakily make that early and start wearing it, but then only air the video in December. So yeah, that's everything. And oh yeah, and I've got the green Chanel, and I'll just make decorations for it in do the beading for it then. So yeah, that's everything. Oh my God, now I have to put all these away. Oh no. So thank you for watching, and yeah, let me know what you think about these plans. Do you think colour blocking them month by month is good and doing little capsule collections, or do you think that will be a bit boring and you'll just sort of skip a month if you don't like the colour? So yeah, let me know if you like. I just felt like it was a bit too chaotic this year, where I was sort of like, what should I do next? What should I do next? And I felt like I was lurching from one thing to the next. Whereas if I'm colour blocking, I don't know. If I have a whole year planned, then I just feel like, because I work freelance, and so there are periods where I'm just working round the clock and I've got multiple deadlines. But then I have to, once everything's submitted, I have these gaps where I'm just waiting a few weeks or even a month sometimes for all the feedback to come back before I can do the next round of work. So yeah, having a clear plan of what I have to do, what I have to get done for these videos would be really, really helpful for me. So yeah, just tell me what you'd want to see. It'll be really helpful to me. Anyway, yeah, so thank you for watching, and yeah, leave a comment if you're so inclined. And apologies that the next Make a Chanel style jacket video wasn't up and ready in time. There's only 24 hours in a day, and yeah, making the jacket takes a lot of time, but so does all the editing. And yeah, I was trying to re-edit because I've already edited the first half of this video for this one metallic one. And I was trying to fit one of the frequently asked questions into it, but I'm not being very successful. So I think I'll just do this as the metallic one as a normal make a jacket video. And then next month I'll start with a different frequently asked questions for each one. So one of the ones I get a lot is about the the structural, why don't real Chanel jackets have a structural layer, and why do you have one if the real ones don't? And another one I get a lot is, how do you care for tweed jackets? So I'll just give you the 10 tips that I wish I'd known when I started collecting tweed jackets, like, never wear your handbag on your shoulder, it will wreck the tweed. the models only do it on the catwalk, never in real life. And just, leave it out to air for at least 2 days after you've worn it so that, the silk has time to breathe before you put it back in your wardrobe. Never wear it in a nightclub because it's impossible to get the smoke smell out. Those sort of things. So, yeah, we'll be back to regular programming next episode. And, yeah. Thanks again for watching. And please do leave a question if you want me to answer or talk about certain aspect of how Chanel, like Gabrielle Chanel made the jackets, or something about the brand, or anything about how I make jackets, tailor-made jackets versus dressmakers who make jackets. What are the differences between the two? Just let me know what you'd like to see and hear.